So hey guys, welcome. So CPI is out and we're gonna discuss the economics 101. So but before that, we can do a recap. Probably you haven't watched my last previous video for the 14th August. The main purpose of this video is just to give biases on what I think in day-to-day trading can be. So from our previous recap, we were looking at DXY. So DXY, as like I had said, I was looking for a little bit of some strength on it for the best part, because on the long term, yes, we are selling, but I was looking at for the day trading bias, and I was waiting for actually what CPI was to do. So CPI came high, a little bit higher than the previous month. So when I was trying to interpret this economics 101, I was in the sense that if probably the CPI is higher for this month, so what will the Fed be trying to do in terms of interest rates? Probably they will be trying to not change it on this coming September. So it stems to a little bit of hawkish scenario, a hawkish or more buying pressure a little bit as we head towards the FOMC that is going to be on September. So with that release, then you can more interpret more about what they're doing with the interest rates, because I do believe they're still cutting rates. Cutting rates is coming. For example, New Zealand had their cut rates yesterday, and you can see how New Zealand fell. You can go to a chart and look how it fell. So for today, for the recap, we were looking for at least some bullish on it. So, and my favorite pair was the Euro USD. That was the pair I was eyeing on. So I was explaining that come CPI, I was looking at two scenarios, but I wanted an entry that was after CPI. So come CPI, I had my first entry after the closure, but got stopped out. It doesn't mean that you are wrong. Maybe you wait again for another confirmation. Then came this right confirmation, clean one. Probably if you are looking at it on M30, would have gotten good setups. If you're looking at a confirmation on M20, you would have gotten a good setup. For the overall, that was not a bad trade. So I'll do also today's day trading or what I'm looking at. So with what CPI did, what I'm looking now is for at least some further selling, if I'm not wrong. And remember, you're just dealing with probabilities. So depending if you are right or wrong, the most important thing here is your risk management, your psychology. So all this I'm doing is just biases. Biases for you guys, biases for those who follow our strategy that we learn from our mentor ICT. And you can pick a two or thing. And the most important thing, if you combine it with fundamentals, you may be kind of knowing the economic way, the long-term way, and you can get very, very good swing setups. Very, very good swing setups. So for today, New York kill zone has already opened. So I was pointing out to this. If you understand about external and internal liquidity. So I was explaining the raid on this daily liquidity area. And remember, you have this long-term swing high that we raided. And this is probably, I think, a weekly one or a monthly one. And a weekly one, yes. So that's why I was anticipating some weakness on EU and some gaining on dollar. Because I would establish this as an external type of entry, and now I'm seeking the fair value gaps, which are my internal areas of liquidity. So currently, no setup. So what I'm thinking is, because today you have retail sales, so in the combination of power 3, because me, I like using the days open. For me, it's better. But like I said, you can go and test it out. If it works for you, well and good. But Michael explains that she uses the midnight open for USA. So if you use that, so probably what I'm thinking is come retail sales. If I can be probably above these areas, then and probably these are fair value gaps. These are internal areas that I can look at where I'll be spotting my entries. Then probably then I can short it. That's the move up. At least I'm trying to think. And also my rules are always at least I need to be above the open. For me, if I'm looking for sales, or below the open if I'm looking for buys. If I was targeting this, probably maybe this lows as a day trading setup. So it won't be bad just to for us to wait and see what the outcome could be. So if you scroll to the 2 hour, let me remove this. So if you scroll to the 2 hour, this is an array that I could be waiting for to see what the news reaction on it. Now, if let's say retail sales is higher, that means there was more purchase of people. That means that people had money to purchase, which could translate probably for the currency to gain. That would support the sell formation that I will be looking at. But nevertheless, it's never that important to understand the precise way of understanding the fundamentals. But as long as that's why ICT technicals, I love it so very, very much, because it's time-based, and you pretty realize that if you hit it right on fundamentals and hit it right on technicals, like that is the way the market that moves. Fundamentals, then the technical is what you see. So it could be a good setup, or at least some shorts take out this area, and it could even live without me, and that would be a day that I could not have traded. See, because actually now I'll try even to probably, let's say if this was London close kill zone. Let's say it's moved out to me and now it's way down and it's London close kill zone. I'll probably looking for even probably a short-term day trade or a very short-term one to buy, as long as, here's now the most important thing, as long as you're using a higher time frame array in your collaboration to frame that setup. So for example, I could have been marking this BC on the 4 hour. And it would be a very clean setup. A very clean setup. When it leaves you, you're waiting, is it timing? London, probably target half of that range. Would probably spike on this area. Now, this will be the best setup for me to. So as I target to remove this liquidity. So anyway, I think that's the setup that I'm looking at. GU, let's see GU, okay. GU, I'm thinking probably if it takes out this high, it will be a good setup. But let's look at it very well closely. So currently, there's some buy side that it's right here. If you look on the left, there's some minor buy side right here, which are equals. So this was the first time that if anyone knew about external and internal, this would have been an external type of entry, that then you're targeting like probably the imbalances which are internal. So for this one, I'm thinking probably if it takes out, it will be a good setup to sell for as an intraday setup. I think that would be better for me. But still it will align with my power 3 of understanding if I'm selling, I'm above the open. So it will be great to see if it takes out these equals, probably spike, then get a setup. Otherwise, if it doesn't do that, there's no trading for this. But for me, I'm pretty eyeing EURUSD and probably USD card. Yeah, USD card. I'm pretty eyeing it, seeing if it can buy in collaboration with what the news is going to do. So a quick analysis on USD card. If you go to daily, we are at arrays, premium array, discount arrays. So I was looking at on the 1 hour, especially on the 1 hour, and it's validating probably some good buys that could come today. If I mark that area. So what I'm thinking is probably come news. Any entries that people have already right now would be valid because yet we are below the open. And one again, you can see the confirmations probably on these candles. It's something. But stop loss for anyone who's trying, probably a stop loss could be here. And my targets could be anywhere between here and probably up here. Those are good targets for me. Because if we look on the 4 hour, why I'm thinking this could be a good target. Most probably because we have sold a lot the last 3 days, especially starting with the consolidation of Monday. So if you look on Monday, the open of Monday, we've really sold. So I'm thinking probably targets 2, maybe there, somewhere there. Will be a great setup. As our day trading scenario. So anyway, let's see. Yeah, so let's see. Yeah.